Hey everyone, I'm going to show you really quickly how to create a video in Loom, which is a screen sharing program that we have access through the county. So I'm gonna show you how to do this in two different ways for creating reading books to little kids or elementary school students, so that it feels a little bit more personal and so that you can create these videos for your students instead of just sending them to YouTube videos of other people reading books. So the first thing is there is a document that I can send you. If you want to shoot me an email, I can shoot it over to you. Or if you go to the document for all of the elementary school teachers that was sent out, it'll have a link to this document that gives step-by-step instructions on how to install the Loom Chrome extension. So once you have installed it, you'll see this little flower up in the top, and that's Loom. And so if you go to loom.com after you've installed it, you can start a new video by clicking new video, or if you're on any other screen, you just have to press this little icon up in your toolbar that will start a screen recording. So the way that Loom works, there I am, is you can have yourself in a recording if you're doing a screencast. If you don't want to have yourself in it, then you can put a photo there instead of a video. If you want to do your screen and your camera, you click on that. You can change the size of the video of yourself by these little dots by hovering over before you actually start recording. So if you just want a little version of yourself, or if you want a big version of yourself, whatever you want. Then you can hide the menu if you want. You can also move this wherever you want it to be. So if you're reading a video that you know is going to be on the right side, or sorry, if you're reading a book and the video or the photos of the book are going to be on the right side, then you can move it over here, whatever you feel like doing. In the advanced options, you can pick some, like which webcam you're using, which microphone you're using, all that stuff. And it will give you a recording countdown unless you toggle that off. So you can also choose if you want it to be your full desktop or just the current tab. So I recommend doing just the current tab if you're not going to be doing a bunch of stuff. So that way, if you get other notifications that are coming in while you're making the video, they won't show up. So I'm going to show you two different ways that you can have a book on your screen. Actually, three different ways. So the first is just the traditional. So if you want to do just a camera only, you're reading the book and holding it up. So the downside of this is that the kids they can't see the words and the pictures as well. But when you're reading the book to little kids, in order to make it personal, you really want to have your face there and your facial expressions and all of those things. So if you don't want to just hold the book up and make a video that way, I'm going to show you two other ways that you could do it. So the first is really easy. You just find an already pre-recorded reading of the book and mute it. So if I wanted to read The Pout Pout Fish, I just do full screen and I make sure down here it's muted, and make sure that you've already gone through any ads that are in there. If you see on the bar down here, if there are any yellow lines in the bar, that means that an ad's going to pop up. But mostly for kids stuff, there aren't ads. But make sure it's muted, so that way as the story is playing and you're doing your screencast, they're hearing your voice and not the person who's reading it. So this way, if you're doing that Loom recording, because I haven't pressed record on Loom, I'm actually using a different screencasting program in order to show you how Loom works. That little view of me is not there. Here it is. But if I pressed record on here, which I can't because I'm using a different program to do this screencast, and I'm over here on YouTube, then that little bubble of my face would be on here as I'm reading. So the other way that you can do it is by creating a Google slide with pictures of the book. So I have obviously a copy of the Pout Pout Fish. It's my son's favorite. At home, and I just took pictures of the book. And so I'm going to show you quickly how you can edit them. So all I did was I took pictures with my phone, and then I sent those pictures to my Google Drive, or you can email them to yourself, however you get them on your computer. Drop them into different slides, and you can see, if you know the book, you can see that they're out of order, because I wanted to show you how you can quickly edit this to make it look the way that you want. So if you click on a picture, you get the resize arrows, but if you double click on a picture, you get these black boxes. So that can make it so that you can edit your picture so that it's the shape that you want, if there are things in the picture that you don't want the kids to see. If it's in the wrong orientation, you just grab on this little blue dot and you're going to tilt it and then resize and then center it. So that red line in the middle means it's centered in the middle, but I want it centered in both. I want it centered in the middle horizontally and vertically. So you get those little crosshairs. There you go. So this is the first page of the book that says the name of the author. This is the actual first content page of the book. So I'm just going to drag it and slide it up there. And this is the second page. This is the fourth page. So I know I want this page to go next. So I'm just going to resize it, click off of it, and then, oops, use that little dot, spin it, and make it so it's in the center. Oh, I see what I did. There we go. Get those little crosshairs. There we go. And then I click on the slide itself so that I get that yellow box around it and slide it up. And then I know that this is the page after that. So now they're in the right order. So I only put a portion of the book in. So if you wanted, you can put the entire book in there. And then when you're ready to do your Loom recording, you can press present. So that way, and I'm just using the directional arrows. So as I'm reading the book, if I'm doing that Loom recording, I'm still going to have that circle of my face over here. But again, I'm using a different screencasting program in order so that I could show you how Loom works. So I'm going to stop this recording now and start a Loom recording so you can see how it would actually look. So here I am in the Loom recording. So I'm going to move that out of the way. And I'm going to press present here. And as you can see, I'm still here in my Loom recording. So if I'm reading this to my students, I can say The Pout Pout Fish by Deborah Deason, pictures by Dan Hanna. Deep in the waters where the fish hang out lives a glum, gloomy swimmer with an ever-present pout. I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. So you can go on like that and be silly and, show your personality so those kids are getting that feeling like they're actually getting to know their teachers and getting to know you. I highly recommend that if you're going to do this, if you have kids, have your kids in the video with you. If you have a dog, have your cat, have your stuffed animal, have props, make it so that it's really more like it would be in your classroom, and so that those kids are really feeling a connection to you as a person. So let me know if you have any other questions about how to do this, and good luck.